What is up, everybody? Welcome to another unboxing and review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Hot Toys Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. It's time for Nerdgasm. Welcome back, my friends, to another unboxing video. And if this is your first time on the channel, we do a lot of talk about collecting, toy hunts, hot toys, statues, and all kinds of other geek stuff. So if you're into all of that, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date on all of the content. All right, so this is the Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight from Return of the Jedi. Now, I picked this one up a while ago, like almost in the summer. This was actually my first Hot Toys figure that I ever got. This is the version, like I said, from Return of the Jedi. I'm a huge fan of that movie when I was a kid. That was like the first Star Wars movie that I can remember. But if you're into hot toys, if you like this kind of stuff, hot toys, statues, really cool and high-end collectibles and stuff like that, make sure you check out Comic Concepts. That's where I've been getting most of my hot toys lately and most of my statues lately, because the pricing has been a lot better than anywhere else that I've been. So definitely check them out. I'll leave a link in the description below for you guys to get to it. So this is the box. Do you a quick spin around, but you know, I want you guys to see this in all of the extreme detail. So you know what time it is. Extreme close up! All right, so there's your box. You got the Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight looking figure right there. They got all of the Star Wars boxes look like this. Show you an image of what the figure looks like on the front. It says Star Wars here, the name of the figure. So Luke Skywalker's, it'll say Hot Toys. And at the bottom, and I think it says movie, they say movie masterpiece. Yeah, this is a movie masterpiece edition. So that's gonna be right here at the bottom there. Side looks like this. Back has all of the credits and everything that, you know, we're all interested into reading. That's what we all stop for. And then you have the side like that, so nothing too different there. You slide this open and you have the art image here that I've seen a lot of people take and display in the background of their figures. I don't think I'll be doing that with this one. The reason why I bought this one originally was to display it with the Sideshow Rancor, which is what I wanted to do. But now that he's been on the Mandalorian, you know, I'm thinking about doing some other things. So that is the art image right there, and then you slide that open, and then that is how the figure comes with all of this in there. Plastic and all kinds of protective wear. So let's get it out of the box and take a look at the accessories. All right, so first up, you get a swap out hand, actually the entire arm right here with the Return of the Jedi version of Luke's lightsaber. Get you guys that nice and clear there. Nice detail on the lightsaber. Now this particular hand has a battery option. It comes with the 3 batteries in the box so that you can activate the light switch that turns on the lightsaber on the blade. So that's what comes here. I think they did a very accurate job on the Return of the Jedi lightsaber. Looks really, really good. I love that. That's great. All right, so then you also have the Return of the Jedi lightsaber by itself, and you can pop in the blade, you know, without any light up features. The blade does come out so that you can hook it onto his belt, so you can have it just like that. So super nice detail, just like with the other one. No weathering or anything. This looks very, very clean and new. So they even got the, you can see that, turn it this way. They even got the little arrows here and all that stuff. I mean, it is very detailed and accurate. I love it. Nice, nice work on that. All right. You also have a wand version of the lightsaber, or more like a blade in motion. I call it the wand because it kind of looks like that. But yeah, so it's kind of like the blade in motion right here. And then when you pop this into the light up blade, this will all light up and it looks really cool. All right. You get Luke Skywalker's blaster. So you got his blaster pistol. So check that out. Detail on this is really nice too. Just like with the other guns, you can even see on the grips, they have texturing there and all that. So really amazing job on this one. Very cool. You get the handcuffs that he had on at the end of Return of the Jedi when he was presented to the Emperor. Okay. And you get a load of swap out hands. You got a hand like this, kind of like a Force hand or something, or just maybe like a relaxed hand, I don't know. But yeah, you got that. This is definitely a forced hand, like, you know, Jedi mind trick, or like he's just waiting off something. All right. You also get a hand with battle damage on it, and it has, you know, like what you saw at the beginning of Return of the Jedi when he was on the sail barge when he got shot. So you have that. You have a closed hand, sort of, that like he's holding the lightsaber. Okay, you got another hand like that. There you go. You got a hand like this, like he's doing a force push. Okay. You got another hand again, I guess, like he's doing a force push or relaxed. Got a lot of open hands. So you got that, and you got another trigger hand. So you got another trigger hand. Okay. For the base comes like this. So now, if you buy the base used, which is part of my story that I'm going to tell you, a lot of people have been delivering them with one of the plates glued onto the piece. It's a sticker, and it can be peeled back off. I don't know why people are putting it on there. It's because you could just simply just put the plate on there, which I'm going to show you right now. I like that it says Luke Skywalker on the front here. That's pretty cool. And this has got more of like the Empire, like the Death Star floor vibe to it. So I guess that's what they're going for here, maybe. All right. But if you want to swap it out, you get these covers. So you have Jabba's Rancor, you know, plate where he drops them through, or like the flooring of Jabba's palace that you could put on it. And like I said, it's a sticker. All right. And then you have like the sands of Tatooine. All right. Same thing. It's like a sticker, and it just sticks right onto the plate like that. All right. So you have that, and then you have this three-dimensional diorama piece that clips onto the back of the base. So it does, there's like some slots here on the back, you can see, and it just slides right in. Doing a bad job of it, all right? And then you have something that looks like that. All right? So gives it a whole three-dimensional look. All right. And then the last thing you get is the crotch holder, like they all come with. I don't like using these, but yeah, that's what it comes with. All right, and now let's take a look at the figure. So here is your Luke Skywalker figure, how it comes. Oh, you know what I forgot to show you guys? Totally slipped my mind. It comes with a cloak. Let's take a look at that. All right, I totally forgot about the cloak. It's because, you know, it was behind the figure and everything. You forgot to see that. So this is something that I thought was pretty interesting, is that this cloak comes with this figure, but they have a deluxe version of the Return of the Jedi figure that doesn't come with the cloak. It comes with extra portrait and a lot of other stuff, and it's actually a really nice box if you guys wanted to get that one. It has a lot of cool parts to it that this one doesn't come with. So, I mean, I'd recommend probably getting both if you wanted to get him. But I really like the Jedi cloak, and the other one doesn't come with that. So this is the figure that would come with it. So here is your Jedi cloak that comes with it, and then you just slip that over the head, and you know, you can make him look like he did at the beginning of Return of the Jedi. All right, so back to the figure. So here you are, Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight. You know, I love it. Looks cool. There are, you know, the portrait's okay. I wouldn't say that it's like totally bad, but I like it. It's all right. It's enough for me. And here it is. So let's get close up so you guys can check out some of the details so you know what time it is again. Close up! All right, so here's a close up of Luke Skywalker's portrait. As you can see, I kind of agree with some people when they say that, you know, it's you know, not 100% Luke and Mark Hamill, but I would say it's pretty close. I like it. You know, I definitely like it better looking than the sideshow one, in my opinion. So the cut and sew on it's real nice. I like the details on his Jedi tunic that he has, the black version. I love the black version over the light brown that Kenobi wears. I don't know, just looks more dark side-ish, but you know, he's not dark side, so I like it, dig it. All right, so you got to look at the details on the belt. Very neat. All right, a little scuffing there and everything. You got back there. You got the optional hands here where you have the gloved hand, and then you have his other hand here. And look, you can even see like veins and stuff in the hand and all that. That's really nice detail on the knuckles and all that. And then you got the pants and the boots. The boots, again, like I've seen in some other ones, seems to have like skinny ankles, you know? I guess they do that just so you can do posing. All right, so let's take a look at the articulation on this figure and see what he can do. All right, let's check out the articulation. So with the head, you can go almost all the way around to the back, all the way around. You can do a complete exorcist. You can go side to side, all right? You can go about that far back and about that far forward, okay? With your arms, you can go about that far out so you can get almost completely 90 degrees from the body. The clothes are nice and loose, so it seems to allow for a lot of movement, so that's cool. You can move your arms that far forward. You can go about that far back, all right? At the elbow, you have a double joint, so you can get the arm almost completely behind the head, okay? You have a little bit of turn action at the height of your bicep, so you can turn it a little bit. There is no more turning at any part of the arm. At the wrist, you could turn all the way around, and you can tilt the wrist back and forth, and then you can also extend. Yeah, you can extend and retract the wrist as well, all right? At the waist, you can tilt that far back and about that far forward, all right? You can twist a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right, not too much, okay? At the thighs, at the legs, you can go that far forward, okay? And about that far back, so not too far back. You can do a little bit of a split, but the pants start to pull a little bit at the crotch area. At the knee, you can tilt all the way back, so you get a double joint at the knee. You almost kick yourself in the butt, all right? And then you have a little bit of turning action at the height of the thigh. You know, turning action. There's no more turning anywhere in the rest of the leg. And then at the ankles, you can extend forward, pull back like that. And then you can tilt side to side like that. All right, so that's everything that you can do with them. Let's get him in some poses and see what he looks like. All right, so there's your first pose, my first pose. This is like how he was at the beginning of Return of the Jedi when he was walking into Jabba's palace just before he went to negotiate with Jabba for the release of Han and Chewie. I like the pose. I like that you can put the hands one over the other and everything. It's kind of a simple pose, very basic. The cloak that he has on, I guess you can call it a cloak, like the hoodie. I like the material okay, it's soft. You know, I kind of wish there was a little bit more wiring at the bottom so you can get kind of a little bit of flow, but it drapes really good over him, so that's cool. Not really digging the wiring up here on the hood so much. It's a very thin wire, and it doesn't really hold very well here, especially at the top of the hood. It kind of pulls back just a little bit when you're trying to pose it. But, you know, you can kind of work it to get it to work for you. So overall, cool. I dig this. Not the way I'm going to pose them, but I like it, not bad. Let's see what else we can do. All right, here's another stoic look. This is kind of like the look that he had when he walked in at the end of the Mandalorian episode this past week. So lightsabers out. I installed the arm with the light up blade. So put the batteries in and check that out. We kill the light so you can see what that looks like. Just hold on one second. I really need to get some automatic lights or something. There you go. So you can see how well the blade lights up. It's got a nice glow to it. It's definitely brighter here at the very height of the hilt than it is towards the end of the blade, but it does give that nice effect that the blade is lit up. So really nice effect to that. Let's see what else we can do. Let's try an action pose this time. All right, so here's another pose from The Mandalorian where he's going down the aisle after getting off of the elevator and fighting all of those dark troopers, and he's deflecting blaster bolts left and right. So here's a pose here where he's blocking like that. I tried to do it with this arm, but you don't get enough flexibility in the wrist on the arm that has a light up feature, so you can't do it with this arm. I ended up having to put the other arm back in and then put in the hand. One of the things that I wish they would have done, and I don't know why they didn't do it, is given more hands with the glove. They have the hand that has the damage on it to hold the lightsaber, and you have one without damage. But that's it. There's a lot of open hands with no gloves, and you know, you have the fist hand, and then you have this one, but you don't have other hands for you to pop in. Maybe I could just take and paint the hand black, you know, to give myself the idea of that. or if there is a custom one that somebody's made, I'd be happy to buy that to swap out. That would have been a nice option. Other things too is that to put it in this position, you really got to pull that arm back, and the clothes kind of get in the way just a little bit. Actually, in the show, his arm is a lot higher, you know, almost over his head. So there's that. But it kind of works. I think it looks pretty good. So let's do something without the cloak. I know I've been doing nothing but cloaks, but let's try something without the cloak now. All right, there's my last pose. This is like the scene from Jabba's sail barge where he's fighting off a whole bunch of Jabba's henchmen. So yeah, so you got the hand with the damage showing. You can see more of his body now because I don't have the cloak on it. I do think that the top of the clothes, or maybe the head, kind of sits a little bit low, so it makes it look like the shoulders, like he has no neck. You could get rid of that a little bit by pulling down on the tunic, and then that'll bring it close down more, you know, further down towards his shoulders, so that it doesn't look as bad. But yeah, I kind of like him with the cloak more than without. So yeah, that's it. My final thoughts on this piece is I like it. I like it a lot. There are some things that I feel like I wish I could get, and I'll probably try to hunt those down because I don't want to get rid of this figure anymore. I think it looks really cool. You know, I think in the Mandalorian, his cloak is black in the Mandalorian version. I know in the Return of the Jedi, it's brown, so that may be something that I have to buy a custom piece for. More than likely, they're going to come out with a Luke Skywalker Mandalorian version here pretty soon, so I wouldn't doubt that that's coming. But yeah, that's something. I do wish they had more hands that had the black glove, so I'm hoping that I can find some stuff there to be able to have them with the black glove, because I think that looks cooler than the exposed damaged hand. Posing, I think, is really good. I think everything about the details and all that look really good. The portrait is about maybe like a 95%, 90% likeness to Mark Hamill. I think they did a nice job with it overall. So I'm happy with it. I think it's pretty cool. If you're into getting the Luke Skywalker figure, I definitely recommend you pick this one up. So that's my thoughts on it. Anyways, as always, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this one. And until next time, guys, keep it marvelous, and may the Force be with you.